Overall, the hair transplant surgery has affected my life definitely in a positive way. I'm Shane Flatman. I received a hair transplant in Berlin of 2,300 hair grafts. Berlin was a good location to go and get the hair transplant. It was a good balance between cost and distance for me.
I suppose after the day of the surgery, it was probably maybe 1 week of having to think about what to do, and then after that it was kind of, within the 10 days my head looked pretty much normal and I was fine to go outside again. Didn't really sit in the shock loss thing that you hear about, like, definitely happened, but it wasn't as if, like, I don't think people would have noticed if they walked past me in the street, but I definitely noticed. But apart from that, that was kind of maybe 2 or 3 weeks of that, up to a month.
1 month in, you can't really. I got a haircut actually last week as well, and that pretty much made all of the donor area, because I get like a 0 blade to a 1 blade. That pretty much made the donor area and surrounding areas look fine again. So we'll wait and see what happens next.
And then in the last month was where we started seeing like hair come through. So there was pretty much in the last month is where everything's going to happen, and nothing up until that. So it's quite easy, straightforward. I didn't have to do a whole lot. Like it was.
12 months later, I've had other things to think about with COVID, non-hair transplant related items, but it would have been 12 months in September this year since I had the hair transplant. So I think we've got to the end of that 12-month period where you've the wait and see kind of period to see what it's going to be like. So we're now at the end of that, thankfully. But it's all gone good, all gone kind of as I was expecting. Since we last spoke, I've probably seen a more density coming into the front areas, which is good. And it's the hairs have gotten thicker. So 12 months later, I've got to that place that I was told I would get to. So that's good.
Definitely excitement just to get it done. Yeah, I'm not too nervous at all. Although I wasn't 100% sure. I got the email from the clinic and it detailed every little thing, but it just didn't mention anything about the anaesthetic, and I was kind of like, we are definitely doing some sort of anaesthetic. he was pretty much just like, honestly, not in those words, but that was the only part that I was a bit unsure about, but he quickly clarified that anyway. So I think you've answered pretty much everything I have over the past, I don't know how many months now, and so very that I think I have to. I don't think there is any other questions left out there to ask. So no, I think the question was from me. I'm all good. Very good. Thanks very much.
Please,
Appreciate
come in handy in the Berlin winters.
Yeah, it's good because I didn't bring any jumpers over here. So it's quite good. Thanks very much.
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you everyone for staying and asking your questions.
We're working together with Qunomedical, I think now since 3 or 4 years, since they have started here in Berlin. They came to us and asked if we could collaborate. And for us, it's very nice to have clients that are informed about what is possible with a hair transplant. And so we are getting a lot of clients from all over the world with Qunomedical. We are specialized to find our patients in Germany, and from you we have more international customers. This is very important. We're trying to get an idea what the client wants, what's his idea of the hairline, and what his dream of his appearance in the future, and then we try to check out if we can cover this, if we can come to a common goal with it.
The anaesthetic at the start was like 3 or 4 minutes of that was sore. But then after that, like there's nothing, you don't feel anything at all. So and then I had Netflix the whole time throughout. So it's pretty much just watching that. I think just speak to whoever the consultant is, if it's Qunomedical. that was a key thing, because there's definitely a lot of like bad information out there. So and yeah, then I think like when it comes to the whole pain elements, like it literally is like 3 or 4 minutes and then you're good to go. So yeah, overall I think it's just one that if you're considering it, to go do it.
Yeah, why would I recommend going with Qunomedical? I suppose prior to going with you guys, I had tried to go directly to a clinic, and it was just so tough to get responses to questions, answers to the basic questions I asked. So definitely great to have you guys there to field all that stuff for us and be available on WhatsApp to quickly ask questions as and when they pop up. That's something completely different to, I think, a lot of other providers out there. There's not that same level of communication. So I think it's just more so comfort, and then the level of responses that you can get on your questions was my main kind of takeaway as to why I would go with you guys again. It was great to know that you guys have gone through and vetted each of the different clinics, because again, there's so many out there. There's hundreds across Europe. So and me not knowing any place to start when what makes a good clinic, what doesn't. So definitely a good peace of mind to know that you guys have gone through and checked out all of these doctors, checked out all of their clinics, and can stand by them, stand over your advice then to them. So another peace of mind for sure.
I mean, on the day, I think I posted something to say like it's done, and this is exactly how it went, and because I know there's a lot of rumors and like panic about the needles and things like that, but it was more just to say like it's fine. And then after that, I've just been watching stuff but not contributing a whole lot. Yeah.
Overall, the hair transplant surgery has affected my life definitely in a positive way. It's meant that, not that we've had too many nights to go out on with lockdowns and that, but any time that there's been social gatherings or I'm getting ready to leave the house, I suppose it's a lot easier to get ready and look good. So overall, it's just had an overall benefit to me. Yeah, definitely. There's worked under the assumption that I may need to go for a second treatment, more so around like kind of crown area of my head, and then to get the front of my hair as thick as I'd like it to be. So right now, I can style it and it looks good, but I suppose it's to reach a place where without styling, or for example, if I'm just out and it's windy, for example, I want that thick hair. So that's what I'm looking to achieve. So I think a second treatment would get me to the place I wanted to be then fully.
One last thing to ask is any advice you would give to somebody else who was once in your shoes considering a hair transplant?
Probably like two things. One is the pain of the needles is nothing to worry about. It's 4 minutes of getting kind of pricked with like a needle. It's not like the end of the world, so I wouldn't let that put off anyone. And then the other is, I think like not to worry. I think a lot of people don't go for it because there's a lot of places will want to shave your full head and things like that. But even if they do, that's fine. But then there is places that don't. Like I didn't have my head shaved, so that worked out well for me. So just go for it.